What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 7 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Wulfrik Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, the ever-chariot Surtha rolled out, defeating the first and possibly the one of the more difficult battles we fought in this campaign so far. Rogue army, I forgot what their names were already, but I guess it doesn't matter because they're all dead. Crushed under the tracks of the under the tires or wheels of the chariots, and more chariots to come, of course. Anyway, in addition to that, we were forced to declare war on Sigvald. Forced because by doing so, we were able to vassalize the subtle torture Slaneshi faction, which will come in handy to acquire Slaneshi units, and now we have 3 out of the 4 gods available to us in terms of their stuff, which is great, but it does change the way that we need to react to some things. Namely, if we want Throg to kill Siggy, which is a suggestion I very much like, or liked rather, when it was given in the comments, it does mean we'll need to send Throggy up here right now, before Sigvald, well, takes too much damage fighting us. We'll also probably need to react to Sigvald, and maybe even get another army up and running with Surtha to try to defend the coastline. There's also a bunch of islands that we need to pick up, and, well, lots to do. Not enough time at sea for Norscan as yet, for any Norscan rather, as yet, but we'll get there. Anyway, let's start the battle off, as I said, by moving Throg this way, since that's where we'll be going, and we can pick up the Sea Corp / island on the way. If we, I'm thinking we might also be able to do the battle for the Wintertooth crown, eh? And there's certainly potential for it. Yeah, alright. Anyway, you two go there, and Morkake, you're of course going to follow. This does mean leaving Clan Ferric alone, but I think because we won't be able to protect the Tower of Torment, as I was originally planning to attack Clan Ferric last time around, what we'll do is just trade it to these guys immediately. So you can have the Tower of Torment, and I mean, it's all the money they've got, so just go for it. Alright, Tower of Torment. Alright, and we're at minus 289, which isn't great, but a little bit more money. You know what, while we're at it, let's give Kastalton, let's say, I think it was Navkazi from the checking stuff last time. Pluska's worth more, so Navkazi. Navkazi to you, and you'll be willing to give us 3.4k. Maybe every turn we trade a settlement to him, and just keep him funding us. Alright, like so. Alright, then, he did cancel our trade agreement, which makes me salty, but, well, what can you do? Ormgrim Foeseeker, I was originally going to send you to Throggy, but in fact, we're actually going to send you to Surtha. I was taking a look at the diplomacy between the episodes, as well as some of the skill points and what we get out of them, and I noticed this for the Werekin. Werekin get the Fetid Stench ability, which gives you speed increase, plus 10% for Norscan Ice Wolves, but more importantly, Marauder chariot units, including their chariots. Obviously, they also buff skin wolves, but that's not as concerning for us. Plus, the missile resistance would be nice as well, but, well, nobody else is going to buff those chariots for us, so we may as well use these guys. And we should probably thus have 2 of them? It's starting to be a little hero-heavy in Surtha's army. He has 2 chariot-riding shaman sorcerers, but oh well. Oh well, that's fine. Let's get another skin wolf. And we'll do Blood Scent again since, well, they'll both have Blood Scent. It's gonna be expensive, but what can you do? We may also want to get one of these guys. I did want one with Deranged Mind for Throggy. Alright, let's see how much money we have remaining at the end of this turn, and then we'll see. Surtha, let's start with you. Now, assuming that, okay, let me just see here. So the local recruitment capacity will be lowered by 2 next turn, meaning we'll have 3 remaining, meaning we need to have 3 recruits right now. The regular Marauder chariots are at 185, so fairly expensive. Let us save them for next turn then. Then instead, ooh, but what if? If next turn we have to move in March stance, well, let's just hope that we don't. Or if we do, then, yeah. Anyway, let's get you a couple of Marauder Spears, because there may be enemy chariots to contend with, and let's say, I don't know, either one more Marauder or maybe even another Marauder Hunter with Javelin. I mean, I suppose we won't have room for everything here anyway. At least once the heroes are up, but we could trade them to another lord. Maybe another actual regular marauder. We need a sort of decent main line to block off the enemies while we send the chariots around. And in Sirtha's army, the Marauder Hunters with javelins will obviously eventually be replaced by Skirmisher Cav because, well, they can act as his range line without the need for the Marauder Hunters. This leaves room for 3 units, 2 of which will be Marauder chariots, and then, I mean, we could build them right now, but we could also save a turn. Unless I'm wrong about the turn thing. This is fine. I think this way we can at least save a little bit of cash just for a little while. Then what I wanted to do was this. Varg Camp, Monolith of Catan, does it matter where we recruit? Probably not. I'm just thinking, if we are to defend the coastline, where do we need to defend it? Does it matter? I don't know. It's, without seeing where Sigvald will be or where his armies will show up, he's only at war with us now, and presumably he'll have 1, maybe 2 stacks out there. He'll be coming for us. What I wanted to get was a Marauder Pathfinder, since we don't have one, and we do have the strong arm variant available as well. So we'll get you here at the Monolith of Catan, and we'll start getting you... the Marauder Hunters with Javelins are cheaper. Alright, so start with a few Marauder Hunters with Javelins, and we'll get the regular Marauder Hunters as well. Because this guy buffs them, and quite a bit at that, we will be using pretty much nothing but Marauder Hunters in this army. More range for them, more missile strength, lovely. On top of the strong arm, I'm excited to see how this army will function. I do notice these guys also do buff the Norsca and ISO, so maybe we can get a few of them just to chase enemy units down, since obviously those guys, and by those guys I mean the Marauder Hunters, won't be able to do it for us. I do wonder if any mage or any other hero, rather, would be able to buff him for us. Oh, we're going to need a mage for you as well. Damn. There's a lot of stuff that we need. A lot of expensive stuff. But anyway, let's summon a D-Rock. That's going to be you, Drigrolt, because I want that to deranged mind, because we're going to give you to Throg and then swap you out. Ooh, wait. If we summon you right now... will we go... I think we won't go bankrupt in this turn. We just gotta be careful. Alright, I hope we'll be okay. This should give us money in theory. Ooh, wait, Throg, can you reach it? But it'll probably be a battle, so I guess you can't. In fact, don't move any further. No, I said don't move further. What the hell, man? It's sort of, you know, like it jumps to the thing, which is what did that, but that's annoying, but oh well. Not a big deal. I will just move out of it and then back into it. Slaanesh giggle. Anyway, I believe we're good to go to the next turn and take down Kislev. Maybe we can peace out with him afterwards for a decent bit of cash. And, oh, I forgot about you. Slith Wallbreaker, we're going to move you down here. We're trying to find the Chaos Dwarfs. Just got to get close enough to identify them. Okay, not quite close enough this turn, but that's right. We are researching the Scavengers of the New World, and that's fine as well. Unassigned skill points, building upgrades, can't afford them, and the turn. Alright, hopefully I didn't forget anything, but we'll see. Serena Katrin, you presumably want peace after losing your main stack, but that's hardly surprising. And on we go. Alright, while the turn is ending, while we're trending towards getting close, let's say, to reaching the engagement threshold, people do have to have time to catch up and all that, but it is getting close there, so and do keep that in mind if you want the hour-long daily, rather, episodes to continue. Do not forget to drop those likes and comments for the algorithm down below. Anyway, you two are... wait. I was wondering whether we should put you in Throg's army if we do the battle for the Wintertooth crown. Well, on the other hand, you're kind of far from him. You could maybe go over there. Alright, you go here. And wait, how far would Throg be able to move? Oh, pretty far, alright. Alright, ally begins outpost construction, great for ally. Technology researched, Hakon and Ormgrim move here. And as soon as they do, we'll pick a new tech. I really want to do the Wintertooth crown in the next monster hunt, but we gotta find the sort of opportunity to do so. Next, we want to grab the income from post-battle loot out of pillaging the Lizardmen. Then, ooh, minus 1267, yeah, we definitely gotta fix that. Sirtha. You're gonna go into Troll Fjord like so, heal up there, and also recruit the last of your units to get yourself a full stack. Alright, hopefully this will reduce the... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Ah, I can never have a non-bankrupt faction. I think we should ignore this. We can reach Kislev, but we could also sack it at the current time. It'll go down to tier 1 anyway, and we don't really intend to hold on to it, so I think it would be better for us not to. I still can't tell what the relationship with this guy's trending towards. He doesn't like the treaties with some of our vassals, unfortunately. But what can you do? Oh well. For now, you are going to go to Kislev town. Let's try to sack it. I don't think it should have much in the way of defenders. I mean, it has some defenders. Close victory. Low casualties, though. Let's get the Razor standard on, let's say, the Marauder champions? Why not? Make them hit harder. The other guys hit plenty hard. Auto-resolve? That's fine. And then sack the place. Then we'll need to occupy it, and oh, actually, wait. Occupy it.
To the four corners.
River Urskoy, we cannot collect the income here, but we can grab, I don't know, maybe raise the palisades for now. What I wanted to see was, it takes 5 turns. I was hoping that the Secrets of the Ice would be a 1-turn tech, but alas, no. I think maybe we'll get more mileage out of grabbing the 5% loot first and then moving to Secrets of the Ice. I just hope that these guys don't immediately try to retake it. Now, I don't want Wulfrik down here, so if they're still willing to peace out, and yes, they're... Oh, we really needed that cash. Thank you, Catherine. Would be nice if you'd be willing to be our vassal. Wait, how much is Kislev worth to her? Let's check. Kislev is... Oh. It's not worth anything, is it? Even with a military structure, that probably wouldn't be worth all that much, huh? Alright, well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Slith Wall Breaker. Start moving down here. Oh, it's already... Okay, stop. There we go. And, ooh, they're already nice and friendly. The Become Vassal, just out of curiosity. If we declare war on Grimgor, Drippenfangs, and Goramadni tribe... It won't be enough to vassalize you, unfortunately. Okay, for now we'll just maintain friendliness and take your money as the and trade agreement as well. Like so. And we might still be able to do it. I think if we can grab the Goramadni tribe for ourselves, then trade Fort Dwarslav to these guys, plus declare war on a bunch of factions. Then later on, take Fort Dorjny Fort, trade it back to them for Fort Dwarslav, and that would probably allow us to do what we plan to do. And Wulfrik, I guess we're going to need to move up there for that particular purpose. Yeah. Alright, what about Plesk and Volksgrad and whatnot? Ooh, if we move Wulfrik out here, we should be able to grab or tier up Volksgrad or Plesk for relatively cheap. Just out of curiosity, how much is Volksgrad worth to you right now? 17. You can't quite afford it. Just out of curiosity, what about Plesk? Alright, 37. So Plesk is inherently worth more, which is why I think we should probably trade you Volksgrad. As long as we have 1 territory here, we still have Venerate the 4 available to us, and thus the move range that we want. The main thing we want is to get Frozen Landing from you. Minus 88, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of effort to get that. Alright, then, Throggy. I'm gonna want you to move out here. I hope that was far enough. Yes, it was. Alright, approach your carcass. We can auto-resolve this, I think. Auto-resolve it. A little bit of damage, but what can you do? And we should still be able to heal up in the water. And then hopefully do the Wintertooth Crown next turn. Another Berserker for us. Hey, perfect figure in campaign movement range. Very nice. And that little bit of extra cash. Throggy did not level up, but Scorched did. And you can max out replenish troops. Alright, and we should, while not heal quite to full, we're nearly there. You can full speed all the way here. And Morkaka can do the same. All the way out here. I mean, I guess we could send Morkaka even further. Frankly, we could transfer a decent amount of these troops around between the various little forces up here. In fact, we can move Dragrolt into Morkaka's army for now, rather than Throg's. Like so. Alright, there we go, and we should probably level your replenished troops if nothing else, even if you're not really using them right now. Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma and obviously Penumbral Pendulum, though both of you now have Penumbral Pendulums. I guess you could do a little bit of crisscross pendulum action. Anyway, you two have moved. Who else needs to do things? Slith Wallbreaker, well, you found the Chaos Dwarfs. I think we don't want to move any further south at this time. Although, you know, stay here for now. Don't raid, I guess, to annoy these. Well, what if they declare war on us? How much would you get from raiding them? 19, probably not worth it. Alright, just sort of, you know what, go into... Oh, you can't go into ambush here. I'd like you to act as a scout, so stay here. Go into ambush. We'll move you down into the trees until Wulfrik comes around, because we're going to get Wulfrik moving over here anyway, so why bother moving all the way back just to move, again, all the way back? Alright, the rest of you are looking good. Olaf Fimerkin, oh, I kind of like the name, makes me want to put some Fimir into his army. You can get some Marauder Hunters with throwing axes, because that'll be your melee line, effectively. Oh, 20 melee defense on them. Oh, this army is going to be dangerous, in the sense that anything that hits the melee line is not going to have a great time. And I noticed that the Marauder Hunters... Oh, huh. Wait, the Norscan Whalers have 30 melee defense. Maybe we can use them as the melee line once we have them. And, well, I mean, obviously keep the Marauder Hunters with throwing axes, but, yeah, what I'm saying is... Unlike the High Elves, who double dip in some things, the Norscans do not, and there's no way to upgrade the melee defense capabilities of the Marauder Hunters. They only get missile upgrades. Which means they're going to be dangerous as a front line, but nonetheless, it's a themed army, and that's what I want. Anyway, we have to spend a little bit more money on Cirtha, get him 2 more regular chariots, and get him, I don't know, we could do another Marauder Hunter and then trade it away to that guy. We could, oh, we can't build Ice Wolves here, okay. We could do another regular Marauder as a mainline infantry for now. I mean, he'll probably want some Marauder Champions as well, so this might not be a bad idea. Yeah, go for it. Why not? We should also level these guys. Scouting, Life Leeching, Soul Blight... Averous Tribute, and Twisted Architecture. Alright, none of this I think we care that much about. Let's go Soul Blight, because it's a great spell, and then you, Metal Guy. Max out... I guess max out Gehenna's. We need to max out Gehenna's and Searing Doom, I suppose. I mean, Metal Shifting does last 25 seconds. But we probably get more mileage out of Gehenna's than Metal Shifting, in my opinion, at least since we're casting while being relatively far away. Alright, that is the recruitment done for this turn. And, aha, Sigval. Oh. Alright, looks like he's moving here to Varkam. That's not great. Well, I assumed that he'd be coming out of this territory and would come down here, but I bet wrong and was hoping that he moved down to the Monolith of Catan. But, well, if we have to retake it, we have to retake it. Not much we can do about it at this time. Oh, I also noticed the Monolith of Catan is tier 3 now, meaning we could upgrade the port. I think we probably still should. Not a crazy amount of buff, but nonetheless. And then... we'll probably want another one of these unholy sites, and ooh, having one on the coastline is actually fantastic, because we can use Olaf to recruit to a bunch of Norscan trolls for Throg, and then just transfer them to Throg once he gets here. Yes, please. Alright, let's take a look at a few more buildings, but we just gotta keep an eye on our money, because we're gonna be like minus 1,500 when everybody's not in their territories. Serpent Jetty, we could upgrade you. Alright, is there any tier 2 upgrade that we could do? Something that's cheap? Oh, Bay of Blades. Alright, I think we still need to get this. I still don't think this place is going to hold against any, you know, decent-sized stack, but, you know, what are you going to do? The rest is fine. Help It is, well, not something we want to invest in right now. Volksgrad and Plusk. only when Wulfrik comes around. Kislev Town is fine, and Prague is, once again, we're going to ignore. I mean, I suppose we could upgrade it to trade it for more stuff afterwards as well. Alright, fine. Let's upgrade a few settlements to tier 2 then. Oh, wait. Are there actually any that are available that are in a relatively safe location? Greylingmoot is in a safe location. Alright, so we'll do you. And Trollfjord is, well, it's not in a safe location, but it does need defenses. So I think... Actually, no, we need to switch it anyway to the Marauders to Builders, but only after Surthak moves out, so not yet. I guess we could build the Plunder Hall, it's relatively cheap, but do we actually care about that little 10 extra growth? I'd frankly care for the money more. I'll just leave it alone for now. Alright, unassigned skill points, building upgrades available, damaged building, outpost upgrade available, no thank you, we don't have the money for it. Let's end the turn. And let's proceed. Alright, what army is this? Chaos Rebel Uprising. Ooh, hello. Ooh, wait. If they... If the Orthodoxy lose the Frozen Landing to the Chaos Rebels, what we should do is reclaim it ourselves. Is that a cold Hellbrass? Yes, indeed it is. And it's another Sigvald army, damn. Alright, Throggy, you're gonna need to get there quick, man. Oh, I freaking hate this. I remember this stupid freaking debuff sort of event. I always remember, like, it stayed in my memory that Norsca gets hit really hard by random negative events constantly, and it's unfortunate. But oh well, what can you do? As your warriors file through a pass high in the mountainous waste, an avalanche hits. The snow moves with the speed of a raging behemoth, ready to swallow everything in its path. The men must shed most of what they carry if they are to outrun the deadly wall of white. If they do not, they will perish. Alright, and I guess we're gonna do Lost Armor. At the end of the day, 10 armor is probably not as concerning as 20% weapon strength, I would think. But still, damn, and it's 10 turns worth too. Ouch. Anyway, technology researched, good. We will then switch to Secrets of the Ice and hope to keep Kislev for 5 turns until we're ready to transfer it. Wulfrik? Oh, we could go straight to Volksgrad. We could have just bypassed Prague, eh? That's good. Go right here first. Stay in Prague so that we can upgrade it for... very cheap, 345. Man, Wulfrik's reduction is pretty crazy. And then move into here, and then we'll upgrade plus... Oh, you have to be in the direct territory. Alright, so, fine. Start with Volksgrad. Start with Volksgrad, and then it means we... Oh, I guess I could have... Wait, no, we couldn't have upgraded this anyway. And, oh, they've already destroyed the Chaos Rebel Uprising? Damn, that was quick. Damn you, Castelton. Alrighty, Slith, stay right here. I want to keep an eye on the rats and on Olaf Hilmarsson, who we're headed towards to grab all this free territory for ourselves. These guys are still at war. We need to be careful about losing our Chaos Dwarf friends, because we're going to need them. Surtha Ek, you are going to head to the remnants of battle here. But you have to be careful because this army is in range of you, which means, is if this is a battle, and a battle it is, we're going to have to fight it to prevent losses. Pyrrhic victory, casualties medium. I mean, it's an untested army, so fair enough. Surtha Ek, away you go again. More chariots to your name. Ever more chariots. Go. Alright, we are blessed by the many gods of chaos. Not yet, at least not until you have more gods blessed chariots. I don't remember whether I went on this, well, Wonderment. I was wondering which Marauder chariots. The thing is, the Slaanesh, well, the regular Marauder chariots of Slaanesh and the regular Marauder chariots of Nurgle don't serve too much of a purpose. However, Seeker chariots and Gorby's chariots of Khorne are both very, very good. And if I was to get a chariot in here that was a gods-based chariot, it would be those. That said, I'm not actually sure where... wait. can Scarbrand or Khornate factions recruit Gorebeast Chariots of Khorne, or is it only Warriors of Chaos factions that can? I don't remember. The issue is, for the Warriors of Chaos, it's rather hard to get those guys into the field, because I think they're a tier 5 leveling thing, and obviously it takes a while to get them. But anyway, that for later. We're going to start the battle off, get a little bit of the chariot action and a little bit of javelin action, as we always do, on the field against some vampire ghosts. We'll have the Depth Guard rush towards us, still probably my favorite looking unit, my favorite looking infantry unit at least, in the entire game. Though once again, there's a little bit of bias there. But anyway, they're going to rush towards us. We're going to hit them with a couple of Spirit Leeches and a few volleys of javelins, but ignore them with our chariots, who have other things to do as they start flanking the enemy. The Depth Guard will head on in and smash into our lines, and the Marauders will hold while the javelins continue flying. Over in the background, Sirtha Ek will lead the regular Marauder chariots into the line of enemy zombie, pirate, deckhands, and gunnery mobs, and just to rush through them while we get a little bit of backup from the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots as well. And there we go. And it does seem like they do chuck their axes to the sides, even though it seems like they're only supposed to be able to fire them to the front. So, and it's working reasonably well there. All the chariots together are blocking off about 4 of the enemy units. The enemy lord is getting many a javelin to the face and is now down to about half HP, while the Depth Guard melt away, and also had to deal with our 2 shamans applying their debuffs to them. So that worked out quite well. The blind debuff in particular is quite nice. Chariots are sort of bouncing between the 2 enemy lines in the background, going from one to the other and then back and forth over and over again, but more importantly, keeping them distracted and not allowing the range units to fire or do anything. It's too bad that the Marauder chariots are not able to get any kind of buffs that give them give them any kind of melee defense or resistances, as it would really help them out. But oh well. All good. It looks like the enemy is in pretty bad shape now. We do have a little bit of damage on one of our Marauder Ice Wolf chariots back here, as they did get caught by a unit of Depth Guard with polearms, armor-piercing Depth Guard after all. Hardly surprising that they're going to be able to do damage to us. But at the end of the day, not a single one of the Marauder chariots actually got destroyed, so we're still just fine here. And they were able to rear charge a few enemies over on this flank, even without Sirtha Ek leading them. Javelins continue to fly and are now focusing down the Depth Guard with polearms. Gotta get those Depth Guard going down, and we're going to pop a Gehenna's Golden Hounds, clipping at least a few of our Marauders, but also separating the rest of them from the Depth Guard, and allowing us to hit them with more spells and more javelins. Out here, it looks like our chariots have pretty much destroyed the enemy units, especially with a little bit of backup from the rest of our Marauders. Unfortunately, Sirtha Ek has not yet had too much luck in the way of getting a sort of good battlefield for chariots, where we have lots of room to maneuver, but hey, at least they're still working for us. A decisive victory, and, well, the ascension of Sirtha Ek continues. Alright, there we go. Good job to Sirtha Ek. A few losses to our melee line primarily. The chariots more or less fine, though they did take damage. I do, however, notice that the 2 Marauder chariots outdid the damage of the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots, interestingly enough, considering the stats are, in theory, mostly better on the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots. It's a little bit surprising, but it could also be a coincidence by virtue of how that particular battle went. I guess we'll see. Anyway, for now, we'll sacrifice the captives, and we'll still have both types of chariots either way. And let's see if we get anything good income from ports and more treasury. No buffs. Okay. What's the likelihood this guy moves towards us? I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna move right to the edge of our own territory so that we can still heal up in the sea, and then we'll see if Kailas decides to attack us. If not, we'll head towards the remnants of battle here, and then towards the Serpent Jetty, and possibly to Siggy, depending on if Throg can reach him in time, but it may or not be the case. On the bright side, I would imagine that Siggy will revive, even if we do kill him off here. Just double checking what we have here. Nothing too interesting in this sort of infamous marauder tree. Let's go for fearsome warriors. We need the additional buffs on the mainline infantry, though once again, there is no melee defense to be found here, so the marauders remain relatively weak in that regard, and we need more champions. Slith is fine where he is. Throg. Very good in terms of HP now. We could go to Winterpire if we fight the Wintertooth Crown battle. I'm gonna say we should fight the Wintertooth Crown battle. What's the likelihood that this fight somehow does something to his move range and he won't be able to reach the Winterpire? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, the Norsca Ice Wolves are damaged, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess not much we can do about it. Dread Retainers, we could start leveling up his Fimir and Trolls. Fimir don't share the same buffs as the Trolls do, and we don't currently have any of the Trolls. At the end of the day, we will have to decide what exactly is going to be in Throg's army. We know that he will get the value out of the Hail of Teeth for the Chaos Dragons. I guess we do start wanting to move through Dread Retainers, though. I am quite interested to see... Ooh, missile resistance, though. I am quite interested to see what kind of retainers Throggy gets. And Skinwolf Stalkers... I wonder if you can apply this to a hero, or whether it has to be applied to a lord. We are going to put a Skinwolf hero, at least one, in his army after all. In fact, wait, while we're here... we can summon them here. Ooh, income from... Oh, hello. Oh, this was much better than what we had before. Blood-soaked. Income from post-battle loot, physical resistance, and enrage, giving you a emergency ward save. Blood-soaked is much better than blood scent. Go figure. Alright, well that's what we want, and I guess we'll summon it at... No, still Winterpire because there is a port there. I might be going a little bit overboard on the heroes considering their expense, but you know what? It's better to start leveling them minus 1809. We gotta start sacking things, or possibly deleting some basic units from a few of our other armies. Alright, vassals, come on, tribute up harder, please. What was I going to say? Wait, Wulfrik I've already moved. I guess we're gonna do the Wintertooth Crown. So, Throggy, assuming that you need no further items, well, writing wouldn't be helpful here. Let's give you the Talisman of Preservation for now. You have the Potion of Healing, you have the Sword of Anti-Heroes. We don't have a better armor for you. And you're not raiding, and frankly, nobody is. Why didn't I give this to Wulfrik again? I don't remember. We'll probably still, yeah. Anyway, ooh, Earthing Rod and Power Stone and Channeling Staff. Fuse you two into an Obsidian Amulet. What about... I mean, we could fuse the Obsidian Trinkets as well, because we'd rather use amulets. You gotta be kidding. Well, actually, that does make sense, that the Obsidian Trinkets would fuse into an amulet, so I'm not even mad. Dawnstone, Talisman of Protection, I guess we probably don't need those on the heroes. Assuming that Scorched stays with the blob, we could give Scorched at least for... Oh, you have the Tormentor Sword. I was gonna say give you the Brass Cleaver. Throggy is more likely to blob up than the others, but we could give the Brass Cleaver to, for example, the Skinwolf. I feel like we should still want to keep the Tormentor Sword for this battle, because we don't know what we're going to encounter.
To the four corners.
One of these guys could use it as well. Anyway, Wintertooth Crown. Let's give the Serene and... Okay, well, actually, before we fight it, I want to see... Ooh. I don't like that. The bounce power's in their favor, right? But I mean, a fun battle, probably, if we don't manage to lose it. I guess we'll see. Alright, let's see what this says. Frog recently became infuriated that he was missing his prized Wintertooth Crown, so headed southward into civilized lands, tearing through the villages and towns in search of it. He had heard of a vast dwarf convoy traveling from Karak Kadrin, seen moving towards Peak Pass with one particular rune lord in its ranks, known to be an infamous hoarder of treasures. Damn it, I clicked something. My bad, guys. Infamous hoarder of treasures. Throg's scouts tell him that the thieving Rune Lord does in fact have Throg's crown in his possession. Frothing at the mouth in both anger and excitement, Throg sputters a war cry at his horde to move out and swiftly. He will eat this thief slowly and painfully, piece by piece, and take back what is rightfully his. Teleport. Alright, so we do have reinforcements, we don't know what they are, the outcome is Pyrrhic, the casualties are high, and, well, so is the excitement. Go. The self-proclaimed King of Trolls had been without his crown for quite some time. Heading southward into civilized lands to search for it, Throg eventually finds himself pursuing a treasure-hoarding Rune Lord who he believes has it in his possession. As he catches up to the Rune Lord's convoy, Throg sees that the dwarf force have not been caught off guard and are expecting him, so an ambush is not possible.
Man over there has my crown! Stunty runt dare steal from me! Doesn't the stupid little man know he steals from royalty? When I catch him, I'm taking my crown back, and he'll be the first royal meal for the new king of the world! Me! Monsters and madmen all! Let's have their guts for lunch! They're done!
Alrighty, here we go. It's weird to hear Throg make speeches that make him sound so derpy. Beardy man, was it he said? Yeah. Throg shouldn't sound like that. But anyway, here we go. Unexpectedly, we start the battle off, and immediately behind us, an enemy line of rangers, and is it just rangers? Yeah, different kinds of rangers appears. Not so great, especially since obviously our marauders were deployed to the front with the marauder hunters with javelins behind, but it does look like the enemy will target the Fimir instead. We did leave 2 units of Fimir back here to act as flankers for the army, and they're going to charge forth against at least 2 of those enemy rangers. As to how they do against them, I guess we'll have to see. The Cold Voider will herald the arrival of the 2 Snowcats, who jump on in and start crushing the dwarfs, and these rangers at least should get ripped apart without too much trouble, and will in fact get terrified off the field pretty much immediately. Fimir are still fighting it out with the great weapons, and our regular marauders are getting ready to move forth and help the Fimir out, while the javelins continue ripping apart another unit that is currently being distracted by our Balefiend. Alright, away go the Rangers, and we are good. And we deployed back here so that we wouldn't get hit by the enemy Grudge Throwers, and the Grudge Throwers are now getting closer to us and pushing us towards the edge of the map. Throggy is moving forward just to try to get a little bit of good old-fashioned vomit into the enemy Longbeards. Good luck cleaning that out. And, and is now going to back off. Probably going to take a few arrows to the back while he does, but he does have the Charmed Shield available to him, so that'll probably help out. Plus, he has so many swords and arrows and things stuck in his back anyway that another couple of dwarven quarrels probably wouldn't make too much of a difference. Anyway, with the Rangers destroyed, we are now going to reposition or redistribute our forces all over the map. Our fast movers are going to head around the enemy army and try to get those Grudge Throwers before they do too much damage to our vulnerable infantry lines. The enemy also has more Rangers coming in as reinforcements, and well, we don't know. Well, when playing this, I didn't know they were there at the time, because obviously Rangers move while hidden. Alright, let's speed this up a teensy bit, and there we go. The Grudge Throwers have been found as the Ice Wolves move on in and start distracting the enemy Grudge Throwers. And we get a little bit of that maim action coming in from the Snow Leopard as well. Nice. Obviously, the Dwarven crews shouldn't have too much chance here, though we do have to still be careful about them doing a little bit of damage to our units, especially once those Rangers arrive. The Cold Voider lands upon the most threatening unit on the field, a unit of enemy hammers, and then backs out before it takes too much damage, as it is already down to half HP, stopping only to cast its Frost Dragon Scale upon them. Few of our Fimir have managed to get around the enemy army, though the Rangers are closing in, and well, they're not the only ones. Ungrim has arrived on the field with 4 units of Slayers in tow. Perhaps the game was expecting us to have brought some Trolls. Though unfortunately we don't have them as yet. Though Throg's army will probably have them in the next couple of turns. Yeah, still, it's going to be an issue dealing with all of these Slayers. And damn, all of these reinforcements coming in from all over the place, and even more reinforcements. We got Dwarven reinforcements coming in from every single direction, as even more appear behind our enemy army, catching me completely off guard just as we move the regular Marauders away from protecting the Marauder Hunters with javelins. They do rush back into the fight, and so do the Fimir, and at the very least the Rangers are kind of meh in a melee, so we should still be able to handle them. At the very least, the Fimir Stalkers ripping them apart with bleed is something that they should be able to handle. Even if the Rangers can handle themselves in melee as well. Alrighty, back there we are getting ready to join the main fight, still moving around in the background, though it looks like the enemy Thunderer unit has been caught by another unit of our Fimir Stalkers. The Stalkers once again giving us lots and lots of value by being able to move around on the battlefield, both quickly and stalkily at that. And once these Thunderers are gone, they will move towards the Quarrelers that are behind them. Rest of our army is moving on in. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a focus fire with our javelins on the enemy Quarrelers. Though we do have to be careful here, as the Quarrelers can dish out plenty of damage to the unshielded and relatively unarmored units of Javelineers, even if the Javelins probably hit harder pound for pound, or at least Javelin for Quarrel. Alrighty, well, keep the shootout out, and man, dwarves keep firing with like 6 javelins per dwarf. Alrighty, and the Longbeards are going to hold the line against the Marauders. That one is hardly surprising. Massive difference in melee defense and attack stats, as well as the, heavy armor on those Longbeards. We have a few of our other units of Fimir Stalkers who have moved in and are starting to hit the enemy other Longbeards in the back, though the units of Hammerers are also hitting us in back in turn. Which ain't so great. Even if they have been damaged fairly heavily by now, they are still very much a threat. Back here, the enemy Rangers have been destroyed, and our Norsca Ice Wolves are going to get the heck out of there before the before the Slayers arrive. And we got to try to destroy what remains of the enemy reinforcements before more reinforcements, i.e. once again, those Slayers come in to threaten us. Maim once again being combined from the Snow Leopard and the Fimir, while we get a nice Frost Dragon Breath on a line of enemy Quarrelers here, which are pretty much destroyed by virtue of it, while the other one gets taken care of by our Javelineers. Alright, and it looks like just the 2 units of Longbeards and the Hammerers remain on field. It looks like the enemy Slayers are moving on in, and Throg will move to intercept. Can't really have Slayers directly fight Fimir, as the Fimir would get destroyed, so we're going to allow our 2 big monsters to block the Slayers off while the Fimir back up. Plus, this is also potentially a decent opportunity to activate our Frost Dragon Scale or Vortex or whatever once again, so we're going to do so. And then back off a little bit more as well. Do have to be careful with Throggy, however, going to pop that Cascading Fire Cloak on him, giving him a massive amount of melee defense, plus 40 after all. A little bit of ice and fire action going, but he's still in a very dangerous position, surrounded as he is by so many Slayers. Ungrim much slower than the Slayers, as he is armored, is still attempting to make it towards the battlefield. What's his speed at, incidentally? Yeah, he's got 40 speed compared to the... Okay, these guys are slowed down by the ice thing. Oh, they're actually at the same speed. Okay, maybe they left Ungrim behind for some reason. Well, that's his problem. For now, we continue to fight. Throg wades back into the line of the Slayers. Kicking them aside, mashing mohawks. But still a very dangerous position for Throggy, who is down now to about half HP and has been forced to pop both the shield and his healing potion. Getting a little bit of action from the Fimir facing off against the Slayers, but one of them has been pretty much destroyed, and we're going to have to back off as well. We have managed to get to the Javelineers around the flanks, however, and they are firing into the sides of the Slayers, and with their relative lack of armor and vulnerability to range fire, we should be able to dish out a little bit more damage. Just gotta be careful about killing off too many of our own Fimir. And the Slayers are dropping many of Fimir. Once again, a fragile sort of unit that's supposed to hit enemies in the back rather than be a frontline fighter, but we've no choice in the matter at this time. And just gotta hit the Slayers with everything we have. Here come the Snowcats and the Snow Wolves as well. And just to dish out the damage, we don't really have the numbers left on our infantry anymore, as we've taken massive amounts of damage throughout the fight. And just have to rapidly reduce the number of Slayers before our units start to rout there. And the Javelins keep falling from up on high, though we do have to once again watch out for them dealing more damage to us, especially as the numbers of Slayers do dwindle. And damn, that was a big old leap there from Throggy. Slayers are still fighting, and it looks like Ungrim has stopped and is just waiting to face off against us, while the rest of his armies have been destroyed. I suppose on the one hand it would have been dangerous for him to be in the press like this and getting attacked by all of the others, but at least he would have had Slayers around him rather than later, wherein if these guys are destroyed, he'll be the only unit on the field. He is, however, unbreakable in SFO, and thus will still be facing off against him shortly. I wonder if he's programmed to stop here and watch the battle and wait for the arrival of the other units, because it does look like he's positioned in a very sort of appropriate place to await a duel, and can sort of overlook the rest of the map and the battlefield. Well, either way, the Slayers have now been destroyed, and Ungrim is the only thing on the field, and as we get closer to him, he does decide to move towards us. Throg's going to try to vomit on him, but, well, by virtue of being so short, the vomit just sails over Ungrim's head, though javelins will still hit him. And we are going to back Throg off and at least soften up Ungrim a little bit. He's got a lot of stuff on him. He has activated the Axe of Drago, and we want to sort of wait it out, so we're going to allow for the Tormentor Sword to keep him locked in place while the Javelins continue to hit him. That said, they are like pebbles to his 120 armor and 15 only, surprisingly, missile resistance, and really not doing too much damage. Though, to be fair, we have lost a lot of the units of Marauder Hunters with Javelins, and one of them is out of ammunition, so it's basically one single unit doing this rather than three. Alrighty, and with that, Ungrim is back, and we're going to charge towards him. Throg will smack him with a big old maul. The Snowcats make their way in. Unfortunately, Throg just doesn't have the stats or the HP anymore to directly duel Ungrim, and so we'll have to mob him instead. Gotta do what you gotta do to win, and besides, Throg is known for his intellect, so why not use said intellect to defeat the enemy, rather than just, you know, head directly into a duel. Unga Bunga is not the only way, but anyway, looks like Ungrim's down to 334 HP, though we have moved everybody else away to allow Ungrim and Throg the end of the duel. Throg will still take a few more hits, and that's a big ol' hit. Oh my lord, did Throg just lose 2,000 HP to a single hit? Damn. I assumed that was from Deathblow or something. Oh, Red Ruin. 1.7k weapon strength on Ungrim. Damn, that's close. One more hit would have finished Throggy off, but it looks like that last hit from his maul does manage to bring Ungrim down. But damn, 1.7k weapon strength. That's pretty insane. That was close, Throg. One more hit and you would have been done. And in fact, even though Throg does manage to deliver that final blow with his maul, he will also rout right at the end of the battle. A good send-off for the Slayer King, you have to admit, but also nice acquisition of the Wintertooth crown. Tough fight. Oh man, that was close. Damn, definitely a Pyrrhic victory, and I expected 1 unit of reinforcements, maybe 2, but 4 game, and one of them being led by Ungrim to that. I mean, I guess since Wulfrik got to face off against the Green Knight, Throg somewhat faced off against Ungrim, though almost got killed by him very, very quickly, and that with the Talisman of Preservation and Charmed Shield active as well. Damn, but Ungrim's always been an extremely scary lord. The Slayers also did quite well at, damn, 12k, 19k, 12k damage, and they came in onto the field after we had fought for quite a while, and were able to rip through the Fimir Stalkers quite well, though once again, not surprisingly, as the Stalkers at least are a fairly fragile sort of unit. Whew, alright, well, I guess we're gonna sacrifice those captives. Ooh, do we get the defeat trait for Ungrim for this? Technically. Alright, the Wintertooth crown. Melee defense plus 10, well, we're gonna need it. Chance of interception, don't really care about that at the current time. The Wintertooth crown does also give unbreakable and physical resistance to everybody around Throggy, which is nice. So it'll certainly help the blob. And yes, we do get the defeat trait. That's quite nice. It's definitely a great duelist power-up. Lovely. And Dwarfen Dread, and there's that Wintertooth crown. Plus, we get the bonus casualty or punishment rate, so at least we'll be able to heal rather quickly. If we heal the same, wait, how far can we go in March stance? I mean, we're healing quite a lot. We should actually be able to bypass Winter Pyre and just head over there. Welch probably wouldn't be able to join us then, just to double check. Yeah, it looks like you're still healing the same, I think. Yes? Yes? Yeah, you're fine. The reward is fine. All of our provinces are also great in control, so that doesn't really matter, but yeah, anyway. Still a fair ways to travel for Throggy, but he's certainly starting to make it there. Let's say 1, 2, probably 3 more turns until he gets to Siggy. Looks like Surtha will most likely have to be the one to handle him at first. Ooh, also Olaf. Let's keep building your units of hunters. See the degree to which we can power them up. I don't know how effective this army is gonna be, but, well, we gotta have a Pathfinder army. Anyway, Wulfrik is fine. Slith is still scouting for us. We have, you know what, let's do the level ups. Man, you only leveled up 1 level from that, Throg. I feel like you earned more. That was a very tough fight. We could start making Throg a tougher fighter. We could also just get the... Nah, it's only for 1 unit. Nah, I'll get Dread Retainers. I want to see what's in here. Fimir Linebreakers. Hello. Attacks cause rattled effect, reducing combat ability. Interesting. Passive ability Vicious Assault to an assigned Fimir unit. Ooh, meaning we can get this Vicious Assault without needing the Werekin to apply it. That's nice. We still probably want at least 1 Werekin, but to me this says we should keep at least 1 unit of Fimir in Throg's army. We'll probably keep a couple. I'm not entirely sure what kind yet, but I wonder what the 3rd ancillary is going to get. It's probably going to be a troll ancillary. I am curious though, are we able to steal those ancillaries from Throg and give them to somebody else? Pressing Berserker, yeah, Lord Throg. Okay, so it's only for Throg. Oh. Do we have a Barbarian on Surthaek? Yes, we do. Wallbreaker, Wulfrik the Wanderer, and I don't know who you are. What I do know is this. Oh, damn, did I put the Cathay slave dancers on Surtha when he was recruiting? Yes, I did. Okay, good job, Pastor Ruinous. What I didn't do is put him on you. All right, so you are going to get the, not the Beast Trainer. Get the income from ports for now. Get the... We have no spare Norse Berserker. We have no spare Mountain Scout, alas. Get the Marauder Brute. Could have used the levels. I keep forgetting about this ancillary. Can't have Berserkers on you. They can only go to heroes, but, well, we just got a bunch of extra skin wolves, so that's fine. Dragonborn Raiders, Cathay Slave Dancers. Morkaka this. You can have a Barbarian as well, since you will be fighting. We can put the War Banner to power up the range ability of one of our guys. And that is that. Alright. Alright, do you need items? Do we have items to give you? Is the real question. We do have more of those Obsidian Amulets and Lodestones, but those are going to probably go to mages, but probably not to Sirtha's mages, as his mages are going to be on chariots and are going to be fighting mages, so a little bit different. What about Wulfrik's mage? Where's Wulfrik's mage? Yo. You can have it. You have a Trickster Shard. Let's give you... Where is it? Obsidian Amulet. Wait. Obsidian Lodestone is better. I mean, I could give the Obsidian Lodestone to somebody who has a Forbidden Rod, like, well, currently it's you, so I guess currently you're gonna get this. And reduce the damage from it. Alright, the Throg doesn't really have the mana to cast right now, but, well, the Forbidden Rod helps with that, at least 18 C-bit, minus 2,000 now. I really need to take some more territory and stop recruiting, but I won't. Go for Marauder Hunters, like so. Alright, and, we can't build the Norsca Ice Wolves here, eh? That's a shame. Which places is the Monolith of Catan? Oh, we have the troll building. We could start building a few trolls. Damn, they're expensive. 200 gold per turn. More than twice as expensive as some Marauder types. Probably pop some Feral Manticores into Throg's army, although I think he doesn't buff them in any way. And the Fimir, I think, at least they're minion heroes. The Bale Fiends, the Diroks. Yeah, they do have the Beast Tamer, which at least does somewhat buff the... Actually, no, Manticores aren't there. Wait, so does anything in the entire roster buff Manticores, or no? Miasma of Despair, Might of the Swamp. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here for the... What about Skin Wolves? I don't see why they would, but who knows. Alright, Fetid Stenches... Yeah, no. Yeah, so it looks like, unless the mages, could it be mages that buff them? I mean, there's no guarantee that every single unit gets buffed by every single monster, but I'm curious about it. Now, you have Revered by the Tribe, which basically buffs all the Marauder-type units, and frankly, we'll probably thus need 2 mages in the Hunter army, because this actually does give them melee defense, and is the only way that we could give them some. So we'll double up on the mages there, but otherwise I see nothing for Manticores, which means we can put them in any army we want. In theory. In practice, probably to Fimir army, more likely than not. Anyway, do we have any cheap building upgrades? Do we have any territories that we would like to trade this turn? I mean, I guess Wulfrik's in Volksgrad, and Volksgrad was what I wanted to trade next anyway. So maybe not. We could trade in Prague, but then it'll be worth more next turn. So yeah, we could wait a turn. It's not a big deal. We got... Oh, still 5 turns. That was this turn. Okay, a lot of stuff happening this turn, so I got confused. You are taking the Burning Monolith. Good. We just got to get you to take the Monolith of Festerlung as well, and you'll have a maxed out full province. Good. What we'll also probably want to do is get our little friends into action and declaring war on other factions. How do you feel about Hargan? Oh! He wants to peace out now. Oh, we just start... No, we're not peacing out. We just started sending a bunch of stuff up here. It's not gonna happen, game. Screw you. We may as well. All these guys are up here now. We've invested in this. Sirtha gone up here. We're doing it. Unassigned skill points. Unless he's willing to vassalize, but I don't... Yeah, minus 106. Oh, what I wanted to see was how Harganeth feels about him, because... Oh, they like each other, which should not be the case at all. Dark Elves and Chaos are supposed to really, really hate each other, on top of the fact that the Cainites and the Slaaneshi, come on now, this is like the biggest... Anyway, the Cult of Cain and the Cult of Slaanesh are directly opposed in the Dark Elf Society without even adding Chaos into the mix. And Norskans and humans in general, which the Dark Elves between hate and regard as animals, it makes no sense for these to be friends. But anyway, it just bothers me because they become friends every single campaign nowadays. because there seems to be no aversion between the two. But anyway, Lost Armor. Trade with the Chaos Dwarves and Casualty Punishment Rate, that's all fun. Assigned skill points, building upgrades available, damage buildings, outpost upgrade available, enter. Did I forget anything? I don't know, but if I did, it's too late now. Ally mobilizes towards settlement, but has not taken it. Would you please take the entire territory? Mostly we want blood shrines and... Well, somebody suggested Gorby's chariots. I mean, out of all the gods' chariots that might potentially be available to us, I was really happy with Gorby's chariots in the in my Archaon campaign. And... Oh, you're at war with these guys now. Oh, you better not kill those guys off. I like those guys. We need them. I mean, technically, only the Twisted Towers are the thing that we really need to keep. Damn it, Siggy. You're being annoying. I knew I should have killed you. Supervisor. Seafarer. Good. Bloody Sword. Ambush foiled. By whom? Is anybody even near you? I guess Olaf Hilmarsson. How are you feeling about that vassalage? Minus 61, so not there yet. Ooh. Archaon is marching south. He's taking Clan Ferric's territories. Huh, that's actually good, because Wulfrik could then, you know, take him out. Wulfrik. I do want to get you those Maws of Savagery, but I think we can't afford them right now. Let's move to the edge of... Oh, this actually goes fairly far. Yeah, alright. I don't think we'll be able to reach Olaf Hilmarsson. Or will we? Because Slith Wallbreaker can reach Olaf Hilmarsson, and then Wulfrik could reinforce. Yes, good, Ruinous, good. All right, go here. Go here. Wait. Oh, I should have done this upgrade while it was cheap. Nah, whatever. We'll do it later. Not the biggest priority yet. Oh wow, he does not like us. Well, that's not good. Gotta watch out for that. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on for us. Oh, you know what? If I hadn't traveled in March Downs, we might have been able to do a monster hunt. Well, too late now. Plus, I'd like the Maws of Savagery for the next monster hunt to help out anyway. Morkaka and Throg. Are we going to go past Malice, or should we stop on by and kill him? Oh, Epidemius is heading over there. How do you feel about us? Minus 156. Oh, he is trading with Harganeth, which will probably make Harganeth dislike us. His main stack isn't here, which means we wouldn't get Malice's defeat trade, which is actually quite powerful, but, I mean, can't play around the defeat trade. We gotta send somebody else to deal with it. This guy's sitting at the Fortress of the Damned, but the Chariot army isn't going to be particularly adept at conquering settlements. We might be able to besiege it. You know what? I think we'll take the Remnants of Battle and sit at Serpent Jetty for a little bit, and then see. Probably the way to do it. Also, is this a fight? Let's find out. And they're probably headed towards the Palace of Princes. No, it's not a fight. Alright, Hall of True Silver will give us... Heavy Iron, more armor, more weapon strength, more armor-piercing damage. Very nice, Sirtha. In fact, I think with that, you should actually be able to land at Fortress of the Dam next turn, and might be able to force a field battle. And the armor-piercing damage will make it a lot easier to fight the Warriors of Chaos out, and frankly. Well, the Trolls are going to be an irritant, but we do have the Marauder Hunters with Javelins to deal with them, so hopefully. Next up, do we start building Trolls? I mean, I guess we could build them all at once and trade them to Throg, like, immediately once he gets here. Maybe that's the better way to do it. You know what? Let's ignore Malice for now and keep traveling. And you, my friend, have a long, long way to catch up. I think I went overboard on recruiting heroes, but, well, what can you do? We also have 2 more turns of the Fimir thing, so if we want to get another Fimir, we have to get it either this turn or next turn. And every single Fimir Lord should have a hero with Deranged Mind as well. You have Deranged Mind. You have Deranged Mind. We need 1 more. 1 for Morkaka, 1 for Throg, and then 1 for Slith. So we'll do that. Probably next turn, because money. Alright, anything else need to be done? Okay, Olaf. Do you want to hold off on recruiting, maybe? It's already kind of iffy. Wulfrik will probably fix the situation when he comes down here, but, well, that'll be a little bit. Huh. We could also potentially send somebody down the Uskalat Canal, not Wulfrik, probably, as this wouldn't speed up our journey to Skeggy, right? Or would it? Would it be faster to travel down the Uskalat Canal, end up here, then travel all the way down? No, probably not. I think we still stop him by at Conquata and possibly at Kuran, so that we can unlock whatever the Kuran occupation thing gives us. Probably still the way to do it. Alrighty. And wait, I want to see how much Prague and Volksgrad are worth too now, without additional military building, because I don't want to invest in them. Prague, 12, it's alright. What about Volksgrad? 17, I'd like to get some more cash for it. Alright, you can have Volksgrad. Hopefully our other vassals won't be too pissy at this, let me just see. What about you? Bloody Sword, 74 to 80, probably won't like it, but you won't hate us for it. What about you? That'll probably get it to... It's 5,000 gold, though. You know what, let's save it for the next turn. And basically, what we need to do to fix the situation is have them all declare war on the same factions. We just need some factions to actually declare war on. And we can't do Kuran right now, because the issue there is that, A, they're allied with Reichland, and B, they'll just sail up here and annoy us. Lendelling is an option. Vlad, I think we'd rather ignore. He doesn't like us very much, but he's probably going to be busy with... Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, he's done well. He's doing well for himself. 15 settlements, strength rank 1. I do feel that he will eventually declare war on us. We want to save the war declaration on these guys, because we want to try to get a vassal out of the Chaos Dwarfs. There is Clan Ferric, which is nearby. We could do Clan Ferric, maybe. Oh, wait. We want to save the Clan Ferric war declaration for you, because it's not worth much, actually. Huh, wait. Minus 61, but if we do this, it's 6.7, but it goes down to minus 50. Oh, it's actually worth more than it is saying? Huh. And some of them I feel like are worth less, but anyway. Alright, we'll wait the turn. We'll wait the turn. You just stick around here, Olaf. We can sort of... maybe we can use you as a reinforcement army for Sirthak until you're ready, but also I want to recruit, so just sit here for now and wait until Throggy comes in to save the day. Skip. Garrison Lord, outpost available, damage building, and turn.
I travel the world seeking...
Alright, what do you want now? Declare war, Castalton! Oh, man, okay, well that didn't work out. Well, okay, guys, I gave it the old college try. I guess with the whole vassalized Kislev thing, you basically have one option. Or, you basically have to choose. Either you get the units from the Chaos factions, or you get the units from the Immortal factions. Unfortunately, Malachi and Katrin kind of screwed us over. Basically what happened was, Katrin declared war on us and Malachi declared war on us. Both of them declaring war on us made Boris Ursus really hate us before he was confederatable or vassalizable, but then he became not, and we had to fight him. Fighting all those factions really made Castalton hate us, and that combined too hard with the vassalization of all the other Chaos factions. That's a shame. I'll keep this in mind for when next time I play Throg, or possibly another sort of modded Norscan Lord, and what we'll do there is forego doing any Chaos alliances whatsoever, and only do alliances with the with Kislev, and thereby, hopefully, that'll allow us to bypass this whole thing. Plus, it'll make for a different campaign than this one, especially considering Throg and Wulfrik kind of start near to each other. Damn shame, though. I really wanted to keep playing with those kitties, but oh well. Tallyman of Pestilence, Bloody Sword, they'll allow you anymore, but that's... Okay, actually, we don't want them taking all these territories, damn it. Game. And we were gonna move to Olav Ilmarsson as well. Alright, well, do this. Will he attack us? No, he's gonna take plus... Okay, he really wanted Plusk. Alright, that's fine. Auto-resolved. Wulfrik's right there, so I'm not sure that... Not sure this is gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Man, maybe I should have pieced out with Sig and sent another army down here. Oh, man, alright, well, we'll see in a second. Throg's all the way up there now, which is the issue. Vassals secedes. Yeah, I got that game. I got that. Screw you guys. Anyway, ally loses outpost, ally outpost, lost, settlement lost. This means we also lost the snowcats, unfortunately, but oh well. I mean, we can't let him... Damn it. Yeah, we can't. We're gonna have to leave Olaf Kilmerson for a bit. Alright, so... Change of plans. You're gonna go here. And you are gonna take Nivkazi. And we'll hunt down Kastaltin. He might be able to take Volksgrad, but, I mean, how long will he be able to stay ahead of Wulfrik is the question. And... just erase it now. I mean, there's nobody to give this territory to except possibly the Chaos Dwarfs. I'm almost tempted to raise it. But it would be a potential bargaining chip with the Chaos Dwarfs as well. If we get them through the mountains and over here, I essentially don't want to defend too much territory over here. Alright, for now we'll hold on to this, I guess. I mean, we're going to be raising pretty much all of the Empire with a couple of factions and probably a lot of the jungle as well, so yeah. Ready for duty, La Mandala, the search for the Nemesis Crown, good for others. I would like it for Wulfrik, probably. Bersenling Berserker. Alright, and you either run or you die to Wulfrik, or you could potentially fight him, although I somehow don't think that's going to go well. Nivkazi is a very cheap upgrade, so we'll upgrade it immediately. Basically lost nothing. I mean, get the money thing. Nah, okay, it's not really going to do anything for us. Alrighty. We have to also get to the Frozen Landing before... Alright, so what we probably want to do is, I assume that you won't be able to reach Plesk.
To the four corners.
I mean, I guess the Erengrad Harbor will... Actually, are we able to build the Erengrad Harbor? I don't know. Tower of Crack, can you defend yourself? Ugh, no, you can't. No, you can't. Okay. Okay, Throg. What, another change of plans? How is Siggy feeling about us right now? He's still willing to peace out, eh? You know what, I think we've no choice now. So we'll potentially keep the Subtle Torture alive, as it'll force them to peace out as well. Peace out. Alright, good. Let him fight somebody else. We will send Throg then, like this. Yeah, he'll actually be able to go through the Bay of Blades and hit the Castle Alexandrina fairly quickly. We'll get Siggy after. Alright, and Morkaka, you're going to... I guess still follow Throg. Kind of... Kind of interesting question as to where we send the others now. Alright, Sirtha. Let's still grab the Remnants of Battle. There's no guarantee that this is a fight. You know what, we'll send Olaf here, and we'll see if it's a fight or not. I'm not deleting these units, though. And it is not. Alright, good. A sunken chest this time for you. Axial rations. Alright, that'll help a bit. Not much, but a bit. And then you can head to Varkamp and then move down here. And meet up with Throggy. After you, recruit some trolls at the Effigy of Chaos here in Doomkeep. And then transfer them to Throg. Alright, Varkamp's a broken... it's a broken port. Might actually be faster to go through Monolith of Catan. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, he thinks it's faster to go through here because it's because it's a broken port, so yeah. Alright, fine, just land right here then. Alright, then Ormgrim, you were supposed to head to Sirtha, and I was going to transfer some of Sirtha's stuff to this guy. And we could move up here and see what's going on with Be'lakor, though deleting Be'lakor's faction might prove a problem, because he's probably keeping the elves down, at least to some degree. But we do want the Ohm Stones. Alright, well, I'll leave it alone for now. Epidemius, you're no longer fighting this, so I'm not entirely sure where you're gonna go. You're probably gonna try to grab this before we do. Are you not claiming the Burning Monolith? Please claim it. Alright. You are going to March Stance. Have any more islands around here for you to grab? You could level up in the sea, at least. We could go find some other factions like Nagaroth here, but I'm not sure that would actually be a good thing for us, so maybe not. Alright, head down here.
Chieftain of the tribe.
Too bad that didn't work out, but anyway. Ormgrim, you were supposed to join Sirtha. I wonder if it would be faster to go by land now. to join his army. It depends. I mean, I guess we could also move you two together so that you arrive at the same time, and I don't have to look for both of you. So yeah, I'll just move you together. Hakon and Ormgrim, rather. Move together. Oh, we could have you join this little army and then move with him until we swap out some stuff with Surtha. Alright, the rest of this is fine. Wait. Alfari Plain has the Unholy Site, meaning we could briefly stop here and have Throggy recruit some trolls. Here's what we'll do then. We'll switch to summon the chieftains here. And we'll recruit a few trolls. Only the Norscan trolls, though. I'm not going to build a huge amount of them because we want the ice trolls, which are better in every single conceivable way, so there's no real need. Which I think is a bit of a shame. Norscan ice trolls need some kind of a reason for you to generally build them, but anyway. We do have a little bit of money. We could upgrade more money things, which we probably could do. Let's do you. Wait, wrong thing. You. Offering to slaughter. You can do offering to slaughter. All of the ones in the center sort of portion of the territory, and then let me at least get the Slavers Camp and the Slavers Camp as well. There we go. Before it swaps out. No plunder hall though. Recruitment units faction wide and growth. We need at least one place to reach tier 4 so that we can access Norscan ice trolls quickly or quicker. There's potential for it, but anyway, we don't have a crazy amount of cash right now. Welch, you're supposed to join Throggy. Oh, it's completely changed our plan. Alright, go here. Monolith of Flesh, I think, is not a broken port, so it should, in theory, be able to deal with all this. If Throg can land here and take this, it would allow Wulfrik to grab this and then still grab Olaf Hilmarsson, and then still dual Archie and either vassalize or destroy him, so I think there's still potential for it. Anyway, Mountains of Hell, any upgrades we want to do here? Do some port upgrades. Let's get it down to like 6k, and then we could do a monster hunt to get like 10 more k afterwards. Also, let's get another one of these offerings to slaughter. Hellspire Mountains, sure. Slavers Camp, Raidenport, offering to slaughter, and the Norse Village. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough. Any of these places want to collect any cash? 144, not worth it. Still, the Skaven corruption is causing problems. Kislev ignored. Prague will probably fall. Just out of curiosity. I don't want to peace out with them. I was wondering whether we could re-vassalize them, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be an option. I guess we're gonna be looking at Festus as a vassal then, to take hold of some of the Empire and probably dwell in the ruins that we leave.
I am Tsarina of all Kislev, and you are
oh wow, that's still worthless to you? Okay, okay. She's gonna redeclare war on us soon, but that probably doesn't matter over much as we can give her territory up. And oh, I wonder. Minus 145 for now. Do we get anything out of Vlad being a vassal, I wonder? Something to think about. But anyway, for now, unassign skill points, building upgrades available, damage, building, and turn. We'll see where Kosti goes. And kill him off. As I recall, his defeat rate is also kind of garbage, but no well. I gotta deal with him, no choice in the matter less. I really wanted the Frostworms as well. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of sort of frost-themed stuff in Kislev. Oh, funny, well, funny. There's a little lore tidbit. There was a Norscan tribe, at least one Norscan tribe, as I recall. Oh, Karakadrin's been destroyed. Damn. Damn, good job, whoever's doing this. There was a Norscan tribe that worshipped Ulrich, Sigmar's god, so that's kind of neat. But anyway. No way you could do this. Ah, damn, if you were able to reach this, I would have sent Wulfrik out. Because he could go way further.
The supreme patriarch.
Maybe. We could still do this. Wait. Wait. I don't know if this is crazy, but let me just give me a minute. We're gonna take you. Gonna put you here. We're gonna spend every penny we have to get the Maws of Savagery. Just bear with me. 823 minus 464. I know, guys. I know. Just everybody, calm down. Alright, then. we will get... a moment. We will get... who do we want to level? Witness Glory is kind of... I mean... chariots. I guess we'll get the Mammoth Helm. Basically anybody who's free. Oh, Savage Chief is actually probably much better than Mammoth Helm, to be perfectly honest. I mean, this doesn't even give them missile resistance to mammoths. It's just leadership for mammoths. Who cares? Drunken Brawler. Oh, the giant thing is neat as well. I actually do like the giant idea. Because then we could have an army that's giant focused with like 6 Norscan giants in it. That seems fun. Let's do you. Minus 654. As long as we don't go bankrupt, we're fine. You're supposed to grab Yechich. Alright. Then we send Wulfrik after leveling to fight Gestalten, and that'll give Wulfrik flaming attacks. And I don't remember what else it gives him, but well, what can you do? Out of this, I'm gonna say Glittering Robe is the thing we're most likely to use, so Glittering Robe it's going to be. You are still moving towards Replenished Troops, but for now go for Penumbral Pendulum, and we want to get that Pit of Shades fast as we can. Skinwolf, keep going through hard to hit as you need melee defenses, like pretty much every Norscan unit and Lord. You, Wolfie, are going to hit Costi. Let's see how he fares on his mount versus Wulfrik's mount, shall we? Close victory, medium casualties? Perhaps. We'll see. Go. Alrighty, here we go. Perhaps Gestalten, seeing Kislev be sacked by the Norscan, decided that enough was enough, was one step too far, and he just couldn't stand it anymore. I don't know. What I do know is that, well, we now have to turn upon him and destroy him, and this is going to be quite the hassle for our mid-territories, which are A, undefended, and B, well, not likely to ever get defended, because the Norscans have garbage garrisons and such. Anyway, I'm going to start the battle off by heading directly towards Gestalten and getting that good old-fashioned Seafang moving through the enemy lines somewhere. There we go. Alright, and it'll deal decent damage to a unit of Streltsy, taking about half of their HP, but once again, not killing any of their models. On the other hand, it does rip apart an already damaged unit of regular Kossars and clip another unit of Kossars as well. And especially when the enemy lines up nicely for us like this, the Seafang is a very nice ability. Now, we have deployed as far away as possible because we do want our reinforcements to get on the field, including our brand new armor Skinwolves, and as soon as the enemy starts moving, we can get that Gehenna's Golden Hounds and going off and dishing out damage to the enemy. It's been a very valuable spell throughout this entire campaign, and it's gonna give us more of a show here. Alright, and just excited to see these guys. The Maws of Savagery, the strongest armored Skinwolf unit by virtue of being a regiment of renown. And they've got 61 and 50. Oh, they actually have solid melee defense as well, which is very, very nice. I suppose they would actually be stronger in Throg's army than Wulfrik's, because Throg would give them horrible regeneration. But, well, I don't know, I'll think about it. I still think that Wulfrik should have some because he has that buff for them specifically. And Throg doesn't. Well, actually, he does as well. We can't give everybody skin. I mean, I guess we could give both of these two Skinwolves, but not give other units, or not give too many other army Skinwolves. I'll think about it. The thing is, Throg's army will be strong by virtue of the Ice Trolls and by virtue of the Frost Dragons as well, whereas Wulfrik will have our most elite infantry, Marauder Champions, and then the super elite variants of those that are unique to him. But anyway, I digress. For now, it's battle time. Kosovo dervishes attempt to charge after Wulfrik, but get absolutely demolished by those javelins down to a single unit. The rest of Gestalten's army is moving towards us and is going to take a few shots at Wulfrik, but he'll hit him right back with Seafang moving through their lines. Clipping a couple of units and dealing, once again, fairly decent damage. Wulfrik hasn't actually landed a single hit yet, but has got, well, okay, I guess he hit these guys a couple times, but he's got 160 kills and 32k damage. pretty much solely from Seafang, which is pretty good. Now, if the enemy wants to hit us with a bunch of range abilities, we can hit them right back with magics, as Gehenna's Golden Hounds will go once again. We're also going to follow that up with a nice Penumbral Pendulum, moving through the enemy lines, since we have access to it here. And let's see how this does. This unit will lose pretty much all of their HP, and it'll clip a couple more as well. And beautiful. And this once again before the main portion of the battle gets started. We were waiting for the enemy to close and to expose their flank so that we can send the Marauder horses, the Beasts of Tashnar, Warhounds, the Werekin, wherever it is, leading these guys, and of course the Armored Skinwolves as well. Big old blob of fast movers is going to move out, hit the enemy Kossovite dervishes, and then smash into the enemy's flanks right after. Whereas our main line has begun to move as well. The Icehorn Marauders and the Marauder Champions will lead the charge, but the Brutes of the Hound and the other Marauder Berserkers will be facing off against Armored Kossars with great weapons again. We've seen them take damage before against similar opponents, so we'll definitely need to be careful. Wulfrik has already found Kastelton, and with the Hunter of Champions, has stopped him in his tracks. And will bring him down really, really quickly, as he did get to activate his Sword of Torgal. The rest of our units have forced most of the enemy range units into melee now, so that means they're pretty much screwed, as the range Kossars don't have a chance against melee. Our two Fimir are leading our main line, while Wulfrik is busy hunting the enemy heroes after killing off the enemy Lord. Patriarch is next on the menu. And there we go, Manny doing a little bit of help on the right flank, where the enemy still has the greatest concentration of units that are still fighting, but by the looks of it, our army is simply overrunning what remains of the enemies. Too much spell work for Kastelton's force, and the left flank gets absolutely crushed by all of these fast movers attacking at the same time. Alrighty, and now we just have to wait out by our blood as the last little cohorts of enemies continue to fight and are unbreakable for that 30 seconds. But I suppose 30 seconds can seem like a lifetime when you've got mammoths stomping you and, I don't know, Fimir whacking away at you with a maul that's bigger than you are. Considerably so, mind you. A maul whose head is bigger than your torso, let's say. And there we go, nice stomp from Manny. Wulfrik heading on in, but it looks like the sight of Wulfrik and his mammoth will send the last of the Kislevite warriors routing and give this battle to us. Alright, very nice. Maybe I could have, well, I was wondering whether I should have put Wulfrik on his horse for this, but it wasn't a duel where it was particularly necessary. Plus, once again, I like the fact that the mammoth can break through enemy lines, whereas the horse cannot. Honestly, the horse gets trapped even in our own units because it just doesn't have enough mass. So that's the main issue there. Though I do like watching Wulfrik duel on the horse as well. I'll think about it. And there we go. So falls Kastelton and his army absolutely crushed under Norscan boots and javelins. We did pretty well there, and darn you for rebelling there, Kastelton. I imagine Wulfrik sort of standing over his broken body saying, "Look who grew a conscience at last, but what did it serve you except for the ruination of your people?" And I imagine the last breaths of each of the Kislevites will be a curse in Kastelton's name. But anyway, Dragon Helm for us, armor and fire resistance. Probably another thing that will turn into something else. We are going to sack the place, and Wulfrik, stop moving. Okay, good. Then, enemy killed in battle, enemy killed in battle. There's that defeat trait. It's garbage. Terrible, terrible defeat trait. Flaming attacks, who cares? I guess we could put a Fimir Balefiend with fire attacks in here so that Wulfrik then gets slightly increased damage due to Kindle Flame. Another problem with flaming attacks is that a lot of factions have fire resistance, and the leadership in a known territory is just terrible. But anyway, you, Slith, cannot reach Plesk, okay? But what you can do is probably take it with the Maws of Savagery. What we're going to do is... Wait, are we not able to... Okay, wait. Barracks Beast Trainer, fine. We're going to transfer to you... I don't know, let's say a couple of Marauder horses. And... probably... We want to still be able to auto-resolve Yechich, but also that you should still be able to do your work. Let's give you the 2 Marauders with Great Weapon. This should be enough to auto-resolve this, while Wulfrik goes into March Stance and moves to Volksgrad to both heal up and then be able to hit Yechich right after. Alright, and... good. Then we'll send Ormgard to grab Yechich for us, and presumably the rebels therein, and then Wulfrik will move past it after doing so and then grab the Frozen Landing before one of our allies does. Afterwards, hopefully, this will leave this territory as it is, and... probably heading to the lair of the Troll King, are ya? Not much we could do about it, though, even if you are. Throggy is coming, I don't know where you're going, and I don't like how a Lindelling is in our territory. Could just get attacked from every direction, and... Beyblade's had a plague? Huh, go figure. Alright, I didn't even notice that. And anyway, let's keep going. Surtha. Any more islands around for you? I don't see any. I wonder what we have here in Bellacor's territory. We could also start raiding and razing some territory belonging to these guys. Oh! Maybe we could have Surtha occupy Kuhan then. There's potential... Whoa. Bellacor, hello. Alright, Surtha, keep an eye on him. This might be a decent chance to get Bellacor's defeat rate, though I also feel like Wulfrik deserves the defeat rate. It is a nice one, after all. A very nice one. Throggy. If you are able to go where I would like you to go, which is here, to Nelfari Plain. Wait, is it Nelfari Plain? Yes. Throggy, go to Nelfari Plain, like so. Ignore the scaling, who shouldn't be trespassing, but it is what it is. Alright, then what I would like you to do is recruit, and damn the expense, 4 Norsca Ice Trolls. I do think that we'll probably want to swap out a few units. We should delete some of these units. I was going to transfer them to Olaf, but Olaf, go to Doomkeep. That'll reduce your costs as well. I mean, really only the Marauder Hunters for now need to go to him. At least while he's a follower. I mean, he'll obviously build more Marauder Hunters. Yeah, fine. And delete the Marauders. Keep the Ice Wolves. We'll need to make room for 2, meaning get rid of 2 more of the Marauders. Or we could just take all the Hunters. Do we still need the Hunters now that we have the Trolls? Maybe we shouldn't rely on the Hunters in every army. I think maybe that's the way to do it. And if we remove all 3 of them, Throggy will have plenty of space. Alright, either way, delete this. And I guess the Norscan Wolves. Wait, can you build Ice Wolves here? Oh, you can. Oh, nice. Maybe still want them in his army temporarily. They're not super expensive. On the other hand, at 154, they're almost the cost of a troll unit. And then it feels not worth it. But they don't have to go to you. We were going to give some to Olaf here, but he can also recruit them separately. Anyway. Morkaka, come here. Take the Hunters from Throg, but not the Marauders, at least for now. Giving him 15 units. Give him back 1 Marauder, putting him at 16. We'll build 4 Trolls, and do this. And then we'll delete you, you, and you, for now. Okay, just go. Oh, actually. The Fimir should be swapped out, shouldn't they? Can you still do this? Fimir for Fimir. I don't necessarily want Throg to have the Fire Fimir. Oh. Maybe. I'm not sure now. Not the worst idea in the world either, but either way, that means you 2 will get deleted. Alright, not that you're expensive, mind you. Then we'll get... that's another 1,000 gold per turn. Like so. Wulfrik, you're definitely gonna need to fight the next battle afterwards, or the monster hunt. I wasn't expecting Siggy to peace out. I wonder where he's gonna go. Oh, wow. Total attitude value is going to -6. He actually is liking us. Go figure. He's... oh, yeah, let him fight with Legion of the Gore Queen. Once they're all out here fighting each other, then we can sort of fall upon his territories and take it all. Also... Dude, would you please take the burning monolith before somebody else does? Anyway, I do believe... Assuming that we don't need any more... oh, right, you guys are supposed to go to Cirtha. Go here. And go here. Go here, and go here. Go find yourselves a nice Cirtha. And Welcher's supposed to join Thragi's army, which will mean we'll need to remove another unit. Yeah, we'll put the Ice Wolves in Olaf's army, together with the rest of these hunters, which means he'll need more hunters with regular throwing axes. At least they're cheap, but we could probably use some more reductions. Fueled by war is relatively far, unfortunately. Anyway, I do believe we're good to go. We're gonna be very close to bankruptcy. Minus 61 still, eh? Gotta have to keep checking this. Alright. Eventually, game, eventually. Alright, I believe we're good to go. Let's just hope that Kislev doesn't fall for 2 more turns. And assign skill points, building upgrades available, damage building, end the turn, and oh, I did not realize we were out of time. Which we are, but anyway. Lair of the Troll King will fall. Which is a shame, but we're coming back. Shortly, we got armies on the way. On the bright side, this keeps the campaign pretty interesting in my opinion. It does unfortunately delay Wulfrik's trip down to Lustria, but well, campaigns are boring if everything goes your way, aren't they? So, yeah. Alright, settlement lost, but not for long. Ally occupies settlement. Godly wrath unhappy populace game. Stop it. Slith, grab Plesk for us real quick. Good. Probably should have gotten another temporary lord to get you to do that, but too late. Occupy. And Plesk we can repair, but not right now. Shh. What was this again? Oh, right. I don't know, keep it for now. Honestly, we're probably better off making it into a money building, to be fair. Yeah. At least we get some of the plunder that we didn't spend on it back. Anyway, folks, we're out of time, so I'm gonna have to call it here. Next time, we'll take Yetchich and Frozen Landing real quick, and then maybe loop these guys back around, though Thragi has his first trolls now to work with the Fimir and the Marauders, which will power up his army nicely, and we should be able to land at Castle Alexandrinov and hit it next turn, maybe even grab this little island while we do. We are in danger of running out of cash, so we will have to acquire it some way. There's no way that you can land and hit Bellicor right now, right? Nah, just out of range. Ooh, but if he has 2 lords out here, we might be able to draw them out of Conquata. Now, we would take a turn of attrition if we did. And, yeah, but the problem is if we kill off Bellicor, we will never be able to get his defeat trait for Wulfrik. I was gonna send Wulfrik down here. It is tempting, admittedly. Who owns Kurun currently? Oh, Britannia owns Kurun. Yeah, so we could go down there instead. Anyway, I think we'll figure that out as we go, and you guys let me know your thoughts on it as well. We should be able to destroy Kastalton within the single episode next time around, as he doesn't have too much in the way of territory, and then we'll start bordering the Fecondites, who maybe with a single settlement, we might like, I don't know, like Fort Jacoa and these settlements, we might be able to turn to our side to keep the Empire and then raise the rest. Anyway, more Wulfrik to come, so stay tuned. Don't forget to leave those likes and comments below, especially the threshold, which remains at 400 likes and 60 comments. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.